Guys, my frontal isn't glued down, so if you can see anything you're not supposed to see, just keep going, keep walking, ignore it. Do you know what I mean? Focus on what I'm talking about. Hey guys, it's your girl Ray and welcome back to Reigny Writes. We're back with another video. Obviously you guys know what the vibe is, you know what it is, you know I break down my songs. I kept saying diagnose in the last one. I'm not diagnosing my songs. Actually some of them I did actually diagnose them, but anyway, we're breaking down the song so you guys know what I'm saying, and in hopes that it can also help someone. This is not just like, oh, we're just gonna diagnose into Ray's song for nothing. No, because these are actual lyrics that can help you and elevate you, and hopefully God can speak to you through them, or you can just learn something from my life and what your girl's been going through. So if you're interested, then keep watching. Anyway, so this song is called People. The reason, to be honest, I remember watching like a documentary, I don't even know what it was, but I remember he was basically saying he wrote a song about people, and I didn't listen to anything else of the documentary. All I heard was him saying, oh, I don't know if I was watching or someone else watching, all I heard him say is, I wrote a song about people. Or someone was saying they liked a song that somebody else wrote about people, and I was like, I should write a song about people. Yeah, I was like, I should write a song about people. I've never written a song about people before, and people are incredible, and people are toxic, and people are a lot of things, and there's so much to talk about people. I'm a person, so I was like, let me write a song. It's literally, that's the only backstory to it. That was the only reason why I wrote it. There wasn't any story prior to it, but through writing the song, as I write with the Holy Spirit, love ya, he really helps a sister out in her writing, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, it really yeah, he just gave me an understanding of like loads of different things as I was writing. So let's break it down. Okay, so the first verse is, if you go take your own medicine, would it just heal you or kill you? Protect you, neglect you, reject you, or leave you for dead with no rescue? Okay, so obviously everyone knows about the saying, I'm gonna give him a taste of our own medicine, blah blah blah. And in the first half of the first verse, I'm saying like, but if you took your own medicine, what would it do? Obviously the person who says, oh, I'm gonna give you a taste of your own medicine, they are basically saying to the other person like, why am I messing up my word? You know what that saying means, and I'm basically like saying to the person like, if you tasted that medicine that person's telling you to take,
cut the cameras. Dead ass.
What are you giving, basically? If you tasted your own medicine, would it be some good medicine that will heal you, or will it kill you? Baby is her with no phone now. Mama full grown with a third child. Rejection now builds his and hers house. Now ready throwing the white towel. Oh. So let's say the second born is hurt and it doesn't have a throne now. We all know when a baby is born, everybody is like, the baby, everything is about the baby. But what I'm talking about is now the mother is pregnant again with their third child. You no longer have your throne because the new baby is going to take the place. Even though that's not something that mothers do on purpose, but I think naturally the newest born needs more attention, and automatically sometimes other children can feel rejected. So in some houses they can have his and her sinks, as in it's one bathroom for a husband and wife, and it can have 2 sinks, one for the husband, house for the wife. So it's basically just like saying a lot of rejection is built. Rejection is really making its home inside of you. Ready to throw in the white towels, and you're ready to just give it all up. You're ready to you're just ready to give it up. Yeah, and it's just basically talking about different people and how all these different issues, even from little things like well, it's not little, but even things like you having a new sibling and the attentions come off of you, is all adding to the reason why human beings are the way that human beings are now. And some of them know this, some of them don't. So you're walking around with all these rejection issues, all this baggage that is coming out in random scenarios that have nothing to do with the actual root cause, but because you haven't identified the root cause, you're a mess. Then it goes, no, well, not no, or it goes, oh, I'm so mad at you for this, but you're so hyped at me for that. Yeah, none will see, no one's complete, 'cause people will always be people, yeah, yeah. So, this bit is actually about me. So it goes, this is a bit where I was actually annoyed at my brother, and I was saying to him, and it's basically me saying, I'm annoyed, I'm so mad at you, but you're hurt by me, but none of us are seeing that it's mutual issues. He'll probably say, oh, I knew it was mutual. No, you didn't. He doesn't talk like that, but you know. But it's like, if I've always thought, and even though if you always thought you wouldn't really have the issues you have, but I do always feel like, especially when viewing other people's pain, when two people are annoyed at each other, it's like, if that person's upset with you and that person's upset with you, then I think if you're both upset, then is there really a bad guy? Because if you can both understand that each other's done something to cause each other's pain, then you should really have more patience. Because I feel like it's always so much easier to like, when I'm upset about someone, I remember a time I was so angry with my best friend for a long period of time. I was just so upset with her to the point where I almost wished she felt that way about me, just so it can be justified as to why she made me feel that way. And she did actually feel that way by me, but because she never voiced it, I just always had that thing where it's just like, if you just told me that you're annoyed at me, then it will make me feel better. Do you get what I mean? Because it will almost merit somewhat why you made me feel that way. So yeah, that's why it says, yet none can see that no one's complete, but people will always be people. And it's not like one of us is really happy, like living our lives. Like, I don't give a damn. I just hurt your feeling. Like, you're both upset. So if you just acknowledge the fact that you're both upset, or you just, like, if you saw it that way, you would be able to get to the root cause. You would have more understanding. And I remember God told me ages ago that forgiveness is understanding. I was literally walking to the bathroom one day, and then he just plonked in my spirit that forgiveness is understanding. And I was like, oh, okay, if you want to tell me that. It was literally the most random thing ever, because it's like, at the time I wasn't angry at anyone, I had no issues with anyone, but God will tell you stuff that will save you in the future, which it really did. Thank you, Lord. So it goes, yeah, but we'll see, no one's complete. People, 'cause people will cause people will always be people, yeah, yeah. Crazy people, no, lovely babies, oh no. We forget that the crazy people that walk around the street. The ones that we write off as crazy. And the ones we write off as, oh, they're nutters. The ones we write off as angry. The ones we write off as just evil, mean, moody, just not nice people were once lovely babies. And that baby doesn't disappear. It's the same person. And everybody is just big babies. So this song is really teaching people just how to understand people, have patience for them and have love for them, because once they were that baby that when they were born everyone was like, ah, it's the same person. Don't know why that just got to my heart for a second. I don't know, I think it's just sad. Like I remember when my nephew was born, and even my nephew now, he's 3 years old. Ugh, the cutest boy in the whole world. He's literally like, the way people respond to him is literally like, let me talk about my family. The way my family catered their everything to this boy. It's literally like, my mum can be moaning at me, she's in a bad mood, she can just be like, yeah. As soon as she sees my nephew, it's literally like, I just see, like, hello my baby. Literally will do everything and everything for him. She will do everything and everything for all of us, but I mean, like, the way she will approach, she'll happily do everything and everything for him. And it makes you realise, well, it made me realise how much we treat adults, and the fact that you don't lose your value because you're not a baby anymore, and you don't lose, it doesn't change the fact that you need patience. It doesn't change that you still need love because you're not a baby. So it's like, I may have so much patience for my nephew, but then my sister, who's older than me, if she's annoying, I'm just like whatever to her. And it's like, you can't do that, because she still once was that baby, and that baby that she was is still in her. So you really need to treat people that way. And I'm talking to myself too, because this is not because I'm great at it. I just wrote the song, but it's literally what it's saying. People will always be people, yeah, crazy people, no, lovely babies. And then the second verse is, we need pain, but not your pain. It tells us something's wrong. But you knew that you abused that. Is why you cried so long. So that bit is literally talking about we all need pain at some certain degree. Like, if I touch fire and I feel pain, it's to let me know that I shouldn't be doing that. If I didn't have pain, I will be touching this fire, be burning and burning and burning, and just looking at my hand melt and just destroy my hand. But pain is needed. But then there's pain that we don't need. Like, someone who got raped didn't need that pain. Someone who's been killed and their family been left behind, they didn't need that pain. There is pain that is demonic pain and evil pain, and then there's pain that God has just put inside of us just as a warning. And it goes, you knew that, you abused that, that's why you cried so long. So it's just talking about another type of traumatic person, the person who's actually causing the unnecessary emotional pain, and they know they shouldn't be doing it. Have you ever done something where you've done it knowing it's wrong and then gone home later and cried about it? Or like yeah, I think everyone's done that, where you just know you shouldn't have been done. Maybe you haven't cried about it because it wasn't like the worst life-changing thing, but then sometimes you can do things. It may not be life-changing, but you just feel rubbish after doing it. Is why you cried so long. Friends aren't so bad, but who would like to meet your poison fans? Won't shy from words that bleed you. You smile. Okay, let me just do that right. Friends aren't so bad, but who would like to meet you? Poison fans won't shy from words that bleed you. You starve for the gram, but none can hold your hand. Drunk from a can, then comes another man. So it's basically talking about, it's talking from a place of somebody who wants to make friends, because it would be a good thing if they had friends. Maybe you're lonely, you think that friends would be good, but then something's telling you that you're not good enough for friends. So that's why it says friends aren't so bad, but who would like to meet you? Poison fans. Because you see people online and you just think that they have this amazing life, and like when you go on Instagram you just think that they've got, oh, they must have just so many great, you'll see them at like YouTuber events, or you'll see them at all this stuff, and you'll just be like, they're living the best life, but you don't realize that when they go home they're really lonely. None of them even have a good friend to call. Like, no, like, especially when you get older, not everybody has that many friends, do you know what I mean? And it's like real friends that are there for you. And it's like all these people that are online, like you'll go online and like you'll see like loads of people, like even that girl from Little Mix, she did that documentary and people were saying to her like, kill yourself. And it's really weird, I always found it really weird that every time somebody gets bullied online, like the celebrities, someone's always telling them to kill themselves. Like, why is that the solution? Not even the solution, but why is that the thing that you jump to say? If you don't like someone, like, okay, you'll get obviously stupid comments like, you're ugly, you're idiot, you're fat, you're all of that, but to go and say kill yourself, like that, I don't even understand the sense of that. But yeah, so it's like poison fans won't shy from words that bleed you. So it's like they're fans because they're always watching you, but they're poison because they're just watching you to throw negativity in your life. When fans will shy away, you starve for the gram, but none can hold your hand. And like also, it's hot, this light. Ooh! Yeah, so it goes. So all these people that you just see, they've got this picture perfect bodies, they've got these amazing bodies, and like they're just online and you're just watching them, and it's like these people are starving and like going, like not eating, not living a fun life. Because I've always thought like even myself, I'm on a weight loss journey myself, but one thing I'm not coming to do is starve myself and not live my best life. You have one life. And people in this world will literally starve themselves just for an image. No one can touch you. No one can shake your hand, hold your hand. No one can be there with you because we're all watching you virtually. But you're doing this all for a picture, for some virtual love. Because you can't get this love in our real life because no one can touch you and stuff like that. And then it goes drunk from a can, then comes another man. And it just reminds me of I remember like I remember watching this documentary or hearing something somewhere where like this girl, she was into prostitution, but in order for her to do what she does, she has to get drunk. So it's like drunk from a can, then comes another man. Like men are just in and out of her, in and out to do what they do, but she has to get drunk to even go through it. Yeah, I think yeah. And also I remember going to this club in London, and I remember the bartender, because we knew the bartender, so he was just telling us how like these two women would come to the club before it gets busy, like before anyone's even there, buy like a bottle of that Jamaican rum, I think it's Reigny nephews, is that rum? Yeah, and drink it all between both of them and then leave. And he goes, he can just only assume that they're up to something that they don't want to do, because they would do that every single Friday. And I was like, that is so sad. So all of that verse is literally just talking about different scenarios. So I hope you guys are following me. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. Yeah, I talk slow enough, so I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to speed this up. Yeah, but everything is just talking about different little scenarios in within one verse. In comes another man. The next bit it goes, it's like I don't even know what's called it, like a breakdown, bridge, whatever. It goes, it's the trauma Words can sting, so wear your armor. Shield your daughters from sons who learned their father's drama. Daddy issues will have a grown man reach for tissues. Lies will teach you that God ain't there to come complete you. Yeah, so it's the trauma. So it's like so when I say it's the trauma, it's basically talking about all those things that I was talking about before. All of it is just trauma and all that kind of stuff. And it says words can sting, so wear your armor. I remember I was watching a preaching, I think it was Creflo Dollar, and they were saying like, and you know that thing, that nursery rhyme is like, sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can never hurt me. And he was just like, that's a whole lie. Anyone knows Creflo Dollar, he's so funny, he's like, that's a whole lie. Words could definitely hurt you. They couldn't hurt you. I don't know who wrote that, but it's a lie. And it's so funny because it's like, it's true. Words can hurt you. So that's why you need to wear your armor. You need to block yourself from all that kind of stuff. Because someone could say something negative, and even though you should be able to speak to yourself and get out of, like, to ignore the words, but let's not pretend. It's not easy. So this bit, I guess, is just advice. So it's like, it's the trauma. Words can sting, so wear your armor. Shield your daughters from sons who learnt their father's drama. So whether that's abuse from their dad, whether that's men who've had multiple kids all over the gaff, maybe cheaters, maybe it's woman beaters, I don't know if I already said that, whether it's all that kind of stuff. There's drama that a man may learn from their father. Not all men, may I add, but I mean some men. Do you know what I mean? So shield your daughters from basically toxic men. And then it says daddy issues can have a grown man reach for tissues. So it's literally like just problems, like whether your dad not being there, whether it's like just anything, like your dad not being there, maybe he's in and out of prison, maybe he died, maybe anything. It's just like not having your dad in your life, or even having your dad in your life but he's not a good dad, or any things like that can have a grown man crying. And then it says lies will teach you that God isn't there to come complete you. So it's like after all that mess that you go through, the evil one, the devil, will come and let you put things in your head to let you think that God isn't there or can't be there to come and heal your heart, or can't mend you, or can't do all these things, when it's a lie. He literally came on earth to give you a hope and a future. Do you know what I mean? He's here to mend you and give you and set you free, you know. Then it goes to the chorus again. So I go, people will always. These are ad-libs, but I like singing them. Let me bring it down. People will always be people. No, broken people, trauma. Oh, broken people, trauma. Oh. Stop recording. I don't even know where it was, but let me say again. But it's literally just talking about how. Oh, ew. Yeah, so it's basically talking about just that lies will teach you that God isn't there to just come and complete you, when that's a whole lie. That's the whole reason why he came. So don't let the devil lie to you and tell him that he can't heal that pain in your heart. He can't heal the daddy issues. Like, he's healed me of so many issues. Like, don't think that he can't come. It's not even that he just can, he will, and that's what he actually wants to do for you. He's done it for millions and billions of people. He can do it for you. So then it goes, people will always be people. Yeah, broken people, trauma, babies, oh the babies, you just got to. and it goes, you just got to love all the pretty baby people, or babies. You just got to love all the pretty babies. And it goes on to say, you don't know what's killing their souls, so that's why you've got to love people. Yeah, it says the pretty people, because you don't know what's killing their souls. You don't know what hurts somebody. You don't know what anybody is going through. You don't even know what your own sister or your mum is all the time going through. There are things in their head that you don't know. The devil is very alive and well, going around putting things in people's head. As Christians, God is always telling us to put up the armour of God, because the devil is always trying to throw arrows our way, and that's arrows of disappointment, insecurity, everything. He's coming to put oppression on you everywhere you go. And as a Christian, God tells you to keep your armour up, pray in the spirit, put on the armour of God, always be in the presence of God, so the devil will flee. So let alone people who are not in God, so you don't know how that person is feeling, so you have to treat them nicely. Recently, like, I've got a friend that God showed me a lot about, like, what's inside of him and what goes on in his mind, and a lot of like drama, and just a lot of like he would just show me bits about him, but then he also showed me who he really is, because in real life the way he behaves, he's very like what's the word, you can tell there's a lot of like things weighing on him. There's a lot of like insecurities, there's a lot of like trauma that you can just tell when you look at him and the way he talks and stuff like that. And God was showing me a lot of dreams about him and how he really is, and how he really has a good heart, and that he's really funny, and he's actually really like confident. That's who God has created him to be. But through the world and what the devil wants to put on him, he's made him this insecure person where they behave weirdly. And God was basically telling me, like, the way they behave, the way that person is behaving is not who they really are. And I believe God was telling me because he knows that sometimes it may have irritated me, and it may irritate me the way they behave a lot, because sometimes I feel like sometimes when they would do stuff, it would bother me. But because I have those dreams to refer back to, it's God's telling me like that's not who they really are. And it's not like they would do like extremely harmful things, or otherwise I just wouldn't be your friend. But it'd just be things that would just bother me and wouldn't rub well with me. And I was like, but now because God has spoken to me about it, I've always got it in my mind, okay, be patient with this person because of this and that and that. So it's like, please be patient with human beings, because you don't know what's killing their soul every day. Waking up in the morning, some people hate themselves. And I mean hate themselves. They're looking in the mirror and thinking, yuck. They're looking in the mirror thinking, why am I here? They're looking in the mirror saying they want to die. Some people are begging God to die. Some people are really in pain and just really in a lot of pain. Even if they don't seem it, even if they're just being moody, you're kind of like, oh, that person deserves it. No, you don't have to take it when people talking rubbish, but be patient with people's rubbish. Try to ignore it. And if you know that, if you have that understanding that people are always going through stuff and someone's always getting hurt, it will make you even more patient, and what they do to you won't even bother you, because you know that they're going through something. Instead, it will make you more compassionate towards them, which God wants us to be anyway. Yeah. And then at the very end it says God is there to come complete you. So before it says lies will tell you God isn't there to come complete you. And at the end of the song I end it by saying God is there to come complete you. I can't stress it enough. God is there to come complete you. If you go to God with a genuine want of him, He will change your life. I think sometimes people think Christians are Christians because they're crazy. like I think some people think people are Christians because it's like being a Christian isn't easy. Like I did I wrote this thing in my bio on Facebook, and not Facebook, what? On Instagram, and it says, it's not an easy walk, but it's the best decision we've ever made. And that's literally sums up the Christian walk. It's not easy, but you do it because it's the truth, and you do it because it's the best decision you'll ever make in your life. And in God, like, there's peace in everything, even in your trials, and the fact that you've got God to rely on, and you've got God to carry you through every situation, and God ministers to your heart, and he changes things that you never thought could ever be changed about you. Like, there are some things that you would genuinely believe God cannot fix, and God will come and fix it in a moment, and you're like, sometimes he'll do it in a way that you don't even realize that you changed. He does it to me all the time. I'll walk away and I'll be doing something, and it'll just randomly one day I'll be like, I haven't done that in ages. And not because you've been working on it day and night, okay, reading books on how to be better, blah, blah, but because you've prayed, you're praying about it. God, change this in me, change me, do it for me. And then one day it'll just be done, and you're just like, oh. You know what I mean? So guys, that is the end of this video. I love you, and Jesus loves you so much more, and know that he is ready to receive you all when you are ready, and he's ready to change your life when you are ready, and he's ready to answer every question you ever have if you are ready. So just call to him and say, Jesus, I want to know you. I've heard a lot about you. This blonde-haired black chick be talking about you to me, and I want to know you, so reveal yourself to me. I'm here and I'm willing. I surrender all unto you. I ask you to forgive me for all of my sins. Anything that I may have done that have missed your mark, forgive me, and I receive you, Jesus. And I believe you died on the cross for me all those many years ago that I may be free. I love you. Simple as that. And you, my friend, are living the best life after you make that decision. Alright? So I'm going to love you guys, and I'm going to leave you. God bless you richly. Subscribe, tell a friend. Do you know what I mean? And be here next week. But see you next time. Bye.